Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our legendary historical Cao Cao Let's Play. We continue for episode 5 from turn 25 in the summer season of 195. So, we left off last time as we are expanding down towards Guangling. We're fighting Zhurong and Zhang Chao soon, and our main army will basically make a sweep of the area before returning. Meanwhile, our second army is pushing down into Huainan, and we sort of hit a bump where we don't really need to go any farther. We need to find a way to escort Yuan to this area, and that's going to be slightly difficult. Now, to prevent a Han counterattack, we might be looking to piecing out with Dongmin right now. We do need to save the Emperor. He has the Emperor. We need to secure the Emperor by 196 autumn. I think that's probably the correct time. Winter if we're pushing it a little bit. But historically, the Emperor comes to us. Now we have to sort of go to him. That's going to complicate quite a few things. We could secure Liu Dai's territory. He's supposed to be dead historically already. We can also sail down the river until we hit the block and then maybe sign a military access agreement with Shouchun just so that we can get over there and just secure the Emperor. He'll come snap right back to our capital, and that would work out for us. We can then give the land away because we are not supposed to have it yet. And we're also complicated by the fact that Yuan has declared war on us, so Guandu is starting early. We have to hold some defensive army in the north, just in case he sends an army down, probably multiple armies down. We can beat him into submission for a peace deal, I believe relatively easily, so that shouldn't be an issue. Right now, we're just concerned about our lack of strategists and also this Han counterattack that potentially could happen, because we want to get away from here. Hongzhou should have died of old age already as well, but he's still alive, so we're going to leave him alone. We are not taking Hefei yet. I think we're going to go through Heyi. We're going to kill him a little bit earlier. He dies officially to us in spring of 196. Actually, by the time we get to him, we can probably be on schedule for that one. So let's move this army back. And let's secure this peace deal with Dongmin. There's also an interesting marriage proposal that we could potentially set up where we get Dongbai, but she just came of age. We could technically marry her to our son. Oh, they don't like each other. They both die young. Dongbai doesn't even come of age, historically speaking. Dies right after Dongzhuo was killed. She's a granddaughter, not a daughter, historically as well. Let's see what we can do to push this deal through. Food is definitely our best currency, but it looks like he does not lack food that much. Yeah, he only has... He's lacking one. He has 9 food, I think this means, right? The value drops to only 0.1 afterwards. We can get 4.5. Probably just have to pay him cash. Do we have any unwanted items? I guess stone pig is not that useful. The bodyguard is great because the melee evasion is a very useful stat. The horse is also not terrible. I think the rest will just pay cash. He might be pretty loaded, and this cash deal might get out of hand quickly. Let's see, 2k, 3k, okay, 2.5-ish, guessing low 6, high 5. See if we can make it high 5. Okay. I think that's maybe too much. 40, 35, somewhere around here. Trying to get away with the bare minimum, and that's the bare minimum. All right, we're gonna sign this peace deal with Dongmin. That does not really hurt us. We're gonna get the Emperor probably, 10 turns later, which is this food deal is gonna tell us when we can go to war with him again. And this basically get the Han Empire off our back. We can also look to cancel a few deals as we prepare for future conquest. Now the Han Empire has available trade agreements, so that's interesting. We could cancel our deal with Hongzhou. and hope to secure one.
如此无知，真令人惊讶。
With the Han. Ooh, that's super negative. Maybe our faction council next year can push that deal through. We'll just live with a little bit less income right now. They're moving away. I can actually give him this item. He has most of the infantry. Actually, we can also max evasion on these troops. Alright, and we're going to push down into Zhangchao first. This will be our proxy punishment against Zhang Miao, who we have not seen in the game yet, who's part of that betrayal with Chen Gong. They're brothers. We will use this. And we might keep the last one alone for a little bit. Lu Bu is not available to steal. Anyone else? I mean, we also kind of want to steal Guan Yu down the line, but that might be tricky. It might be just through war we capture him, which is pretty much how Cao Cao did it. Yeah, there's no one that we really want, so we're just going to hold off on that. That attack will happen next turn. We did pick up this random strategist from our faction council event, and we do intend to use her because we do lack strategists quite a bit. And as mentioned before, we need to set up the defenses here. The best place to recruit is actually down in Pengcheng, so perhaps we recruit here and set them up. Our economy... Oh, wrong place. Our economy could afford another army. Nanbao was active in this region. Our new strategist, Yu Jin, gets to go as well. Yu Jin was on the borders guarding the Yellow River, so this part is quite accurate, actually. We don't have any favorable skills for anyone to lead in particular. We can give her this, better combat. Nothing else to spare. We're not going to do the full army just yet. We're going to wait a little bit until we recruit. I think this is a time we need our spy. I think we are good with that. We're still trying to build up our economy. Places like this build is fine. I don't think we need to invest too much more, especially without administrator. We're very careful with our spend. Now, Sapi is most likely going to be given over to Liu Bei in the future as well, so we're not going to touch it here. Huainan is going to be given over to Yuan Shu, so let's tax the place. Let's leave him some bad buildings. This will actually fix itself over time. If it's 80, it's so close to being completely fixed, we can just leave that alone. This war will happen after we wipe out He. We'll basically send the army this way. And then we'll see how we can get to the Emperor. But first, let's find Yuan Shu first. He's been AFK for too long. Let's continue here. No, we are probably going to end up canceling our deal with him later on as well.
甚善，再会。
A little off the top. Oh, supplies are low and the men are accusing us. This is a story from the Romance of Three Kingdom novel where we kill the chef. We can take this. Ooh, we have a lot of characters. Guo Tu, strategist for Yuan Shao. So in this case, I think we can grab him and send him as a spy to Yuan Shao to throw him into the right faction. That little bit of effort I think we can do. a thief, right? This could potentially be a poison volley, but his skill tree is starting on the opposite side. That's way too hard to shift him over. I don't think it's worth the investment. Yeah, no one really interests us except for Guotu. We don't even have to recruit him here. We can throw him into... Ooh. I want the weapon. Okay, so we're going to throw him here for income. Should have done that last turn, forgot. We'll take the silver weapon. Where did you go? And then fire him afterwards. Guotu we can just hire from our spy screen. And then we'll throw him to Yuan. There we go. Hopefully he hires him. Then we're gonna disarm you. We're gonna give your weapon to Zanba. Xiaohou has the same, so Zanba it is. Oh, it's gonna be hard to correctly remove the right one, so we're just gonna do it the hard way here. Let's do it through that. And we can fire our man. We'll take the cash back so we don't have to spend too much on him there. And we'll equip him with the proper weapon next turn. I hope Yuan Shao's army does not show up anytime soon. Give us some time down here. War decoration. It's getting a lot better with the High Empire for the trade deal, so maybe there's a chance we can push it through. Zheron's also close by. We get to fight our first proper fight with this army. I mean, we did have a siege battle. It just wasn't that difficult. Now we got an open field fight. Alright, we're gonna use this little lake to kind of shield our units. This way we protect at least one flank for free. Now, upgrading these to Onyx Dragons is gonna be a choice. If we're talking about being slightly historically, you know, realistic here, Onyx Dragons feels a little out of our pay grade at this point in history. So we're probably not going to be running them. Let's see if we can find a fight. Yeah, we're missing quite a bit of health. Maybe they're interested in fighting him. Perfect. She has 39% evasion. A lot of different stat boost. It's okay, we have two abilities that we can use to swing things. We'll quickly go and come back. Probably just gonna let them fire will. The accuracy is kind of low right now. It's not really gonna affect much. So just hit whoever they want. Our cavalry could start flanking out. Especially since they don't really have much cavalry to answer us with. Let's get out. Also, let's try to move up. We have the melee cav here because I want the enemy archers to shoot them instead of our infantry. They have the highest range block chance, so they can actually go a little bit farther out. And our spear line probably won't get touched. We're probably going to countercharge later anyways. Give him a alternating boost. Oh, does he want to fight me? No, he does not. Okay. Just came out to harass us a little bit. And then we're going to win easily because of Wisdom River. Oh, make sure we pull them away. Those hurt. Those hurt quite a bit. Should be an easy win. Get behind them there. I mean, if Dianwei wants to take his time here, it's actually a good thing because he's kind of stuck in the middle of a lot of infantry right now. So the higher evasion, letting her live a little longer, is going to be just fine for us. Our archers, I think we'll just do regular arrows for the most part. Yeah, let them get shot. They're the first unit to come into range. That's what we want. Alright, we're gonna send our generals out. Now start pulling them back. They spot us here. Alright, good kill. They're angry. And we're gonna probably spend some time mounting. Let's group together with them. We'll take their lives now. Come on out. I have to rotate this way. Pull this way. Don't need them to fight the enemy spear units. Pull this back. We can go catch this off. There we go. Can't peel them away, huh? Yeah, that cavalry unit got destroyed by them. Should be over. Looks like army loss. Oh, he's unbreakable. Okay. We did lose one cavalry. We might look to upgrade that cavalry in the future. Tiger Cubs might be, you know, a nice upgrade for our melee cavalry as we move away from militia. It's mainly him. If Cao Cao doesn't die, a lot of the army will not die here either. Our trebuchet is still firing. One last shot, let it finish. Looks like there could be potential for friendly fire. They're trying to target this guy here. Yes? Alright, let's just kill him. There we go. Good job by Danwei there. Alright, Cao Cao is killed. Faction destroyed. I do think we are working towards Cry of the Forest. The decent damage boost when we're low health. Zoro will also kill. Yoel has landed to the north. I don't want to deal with him. I want him to stay south. We can't take the High Empire territory here, so we're going to have to just work our way back. We pieced out, so that's fine. When are we spending money for that new army? Not entirely sure. We need to get ourselves over here. Spring of 196, wipe out He Yi. That's going to be right on schedule. Alright, No one interesting there. I think we have military access with Liuchong already. We do, so that's perfect. We do get across his territory to see if we can get the Emperor. That part's not going to be a problem. Alright, we're happy with the city build here. Donghai. Yeah, don't really want to invest in Sapi because of Liu Bei's situation. I could trade territory with him again. We can take this. I think he'd be happy to trade that. Basically, we'll offer him a settlement for what's really just a county there. So he's very happy for that trade. Can we get something more from him? See, that's gonna cost way more, but I think given our credibility, we can spare a few. Push this deal through. Oh, I picked the wrong territory. I got his food back. That's actually not bad either, because I think he would actually want the food territory too. Pick the wrong thing. I want this. Do you want this back? Wait, what did we do? Oh, we got this item, right. I could throw a -20 food at him. He has Donglai and Henei's farm, which is why he has so much food. I'm okay with this. Isolating him in Xiapi is okay. This way we can position army here and attack him on both sides. Or we need two armies, but... We would need two armies regardless, right? Even if we take this, we got to defend here going north. So this is the same result, essentially. Alright, I don't intend to spend any of that cash on our territories, so we are going to get this army going. If we do General of the Left for Zanba. No, let's do it for her. She's unhappy. Too high ranked. And then we're also going to change the courts. She's gonna come back, or we just want the bonus. We're gonna run Qinzhou units for the most part. I think even for the front line, we're not gonna use spear guards. And we're gonna do 2 spear guards. Just a few so that we have turtle formation. Need those. I realize we're going to negative, but that's fine. We can do something like this. Archers. We can't afford a full army of Onyx Dragons. We have Fire Arrow. I think just regular archers make sense right now. We would still be negative income. And we'll just have to do this. Chen has the most problems. As long as we keep fighting, this would not be a big issue. I'm gonna steal this. They're plenty replenished. Alright, we'll let her keep the title, because she has happiness issues. Alright, we're really pushing it with the economy part, but I think it's going to be fine. Let's Especially with armies showing up, we do need to get ready. He has not been recruited yet, so we're gonna have to just wait. We're either looking for people with the Burin traits or someone with a great skill, like a bandit character. They do not have a siege weapon. So as long as we rush this, now that we have walls, they have to at least siege for a turn. We're probably going to have to give up the mustering to get closer to that location. I could use a scheme for them for movement soon. This would come back pretty early. I can use one to debuff the enemy army. Alright. Zeron's advance is a little bit concerning. He's not at war with anyone. So if we sweep across and destroy his settlement, and then peace out with him afterwards, I think that's the way to go. Can we reach this? No, we can't. Okay, we're gonna march. He's out of commission as well, just recruited himself back on the battlefield. Ooh, we will like the shaman item if we can. I do notice that we are going to have a rebellion issue in Chen. And that's just unavoidable with our current tax rate. Even if we use this to boost ourselves by 20 points, that's not going to be enough. And we're going to have that problem elsewhere as well, as long as we don't fix our economy. Part of the way to fix that is if we can get a trade agreement going, that would be very helpful. Han Fu's faction not getting confederated is a big issue. Because if he got confederated by Yuan Shao through the event, Yuan Shao would have more land, of course, and also Xun Yu would have left, and we could have picked up Xun Yu. And if we picked up Xun Yu, we would have got Guojia as an event. That did not happen. So that is problematic. He is at war with a bunch of factions, but not Yuan Shao. I can proxy a war, perhaps. I want your strategist. We need more points. And then we can try to do proxy war. Right now, we just kind of want him to pay us some money, because we're just poor. We'll take that. We already have non-aggression, so we're going to have to cancel deals before the war anyways, so this doesn't technically hurt us. And we'll take whatever we can get at this point. That's the same idea here with Cornwall, except for the values are not great. He seems pretty poor as well. Alright, that's pretty much everything we can do. If we scale back one tier, slows down some of the negative public order that we're gonna have. That little bit of cash is not gonna make make any difference in the long run, so we can actually afford that. Let's hopefully we can give this over to Yuan before it becomes a bigger problem for us. Alright, now we're really low on cash, so hopefully nothing wrong happens and we can deal with this. There's a negative upkeep on this, but that's fine. As long as we can meet Yuan Shu, we can actually trade that land to him. Then we'll actually go here and attack afterwards. Yeah, I think we should be fine. We don't really have that many spare generals to deal with the rebels, but their army is so close that when they rebel, we should be okay. Yeah, right on cue. Oh, they pulled back. This gives us more time. It's a good thing. Lu Zhi is still not dead. I mean, historically, he dies in like 192. In the game, you know, he's younger than 60. He's not going to die. He has 2 very interesting retinue. Does he have any items on him? That's the only thing I'm curious about. Oh, we're poor, but we can squeeze some money out somewhere. Nope. Not the case. All right, so let's shift her back. A little bit more cash. We'll fight this battle. Take an extra horse. Wipe out He Yi a turn early. But shouldn't be too bad here. 0% capture rate. It's a little bit unfortunate to see, but there's a chance he drops the item. So we're hoping for that.
胸有成竹，则可决胜千里。
I mean, it's not like the old turban's gonna have any fancy cavalry, so we'll see if we can land ourselves some duels. Heman's difficult to kill. Look at the 99% evasion. I'm not sure if dueling is the best approach here. I think we lose that duel. Alright, in this case, we just go fight. Same map, it's the farmland map. We're gonna advance our infantry up into their range so that they get shot. And then we're just gonna charge that. Front toe charge. Nothing fancy about that. He Yi is a very good general in terms of boosting nearby units. We do have to kill him. And we probably just charge him.
准备开战，准备好了。事到如今，还敢妄称天数？姑且让你活到现在吧。友军正在遭受攻击。
We have good armor, it's not gonna hurt. Alright, we're gonna loop all the way back with this group. And we're gonna get over here with this group. Alright, we don't want to collapse too close to their infantry. We're gonna actually do a triple dismount and kill He Yi quickly with our weapons. Yeah, he's boosting evasion a whole ton, but hopefully with enough attack speed we can just kill him and then all the boost on his infantry will be gone, or else this fight's gonna get ugly. Got him. I don't know if we can overcome his evasion while on foot. Like, we get way faster attack speed for sure, but that's still a lot of evasion that we're dealing with. He's running away. Okay, it might be difficult to run away at this point. We might just charge. Alright, we threw ability out there. Don't want to tangle up with the spear unit. Let's just try to kill this cavalry quick and then pull our guys back out. The generals will stay in here for a little bit longer. Pull them back a little. I think their archers are kind of getting in the way. No, fight the cavalry here. Gonna have this ability back. Yeah, we're going through his evasion, thankfully. Pull this group back. Try to find the right unit on the right targets. Cavalry regroup. There we go. Alright, now that's our opening for the cavalry. Go, go, go. Find a target each. Actually, all three of you just collapse into that and regroup there. Yeah, we got the collapse here. We send a cavalry unit there. I'll take this. You take that. Easy killed there. Looks like they're all done. We can loop around, clean this up. Looks like an army loss across the board, though. Who's still fighting? Oh, they're still fighting us. There we go. That should do it. The garrison fight. Everyone will get auto-wiped. We'll share the experience. And He Yi's faction should be no more. We're going to sell the land to Yuan. We're going to move him slowly to Shouchun. I'll drop it at a level. We finally found our man. Now at this point we don't actually want to go to war with him, because we need to shift him to the right place, and then we'll go to war with him. This is a negative income county for us because of the upkeep cost of farmlands. So we're going to shift our army back, get them out of there, and then make a trade. So looks like he's very poor on food. This should be a very attractive territory to trade. He still values that jade mine quite a bit. We can throw a bunch of positive things at him because we actually do want to make some money from this deal until we break everything later on. Okay, it looks like he has 2 food. So we can get this part of the deal done. Credibility 50 would be too much. We don't exactly have cash, but do have some item. Cash payment. Oh, we can support his legitimacy. Yeah, that's actually easier. In this case, what do we cancel? We cancel nothing. Right, we get a little bit extra value here, and that's probably it. I don't think he's going to pay us for that. 1.4. Pay 10 points of credibility for a little bit of extra cash. Or just let that little bit of extra cash go. 50. If we make payments, this would be an even amount, right, for the exchange, but that's not really worth it. I can do 10. Just gonna let it go.
如你所愿。
We're technically trespassing him right now, but that's whatever. This will boost our income. The trade deal will boost our income. He actually owns more land. Alright, we're gonna have to repel him through this entire line. But to move him to Shouchun, we're gonna have to conquer Wushi. Give him that. We don't have to do a trade at that point. Basically, we can get cash for this. And then we give him that. And then we start attacking him and take away everything and keep him in Shouchun. And let him expand down south later. That's kind of the goal. Alright, so this is going to be a quick war, hopefully. They don't like us? I mean, Zerong's a super interesting character. He's a good friend of Tao Qian, which is why he got the tax collecting job in the southern parts of the Shu province during Tao Qian's reign in the Shu province. And then what he did with that job is that he just embezzled all the cash he collected. And then started killing some regional administrators by pretending, you know, I'm an official from Tao Qian, you know, I'm fleeing the war, Cao Cao is attacking us in the north, and I'm now in your commandery, host a feast for me, nice to meet you. And then all his men during the feast would just kill the local administrator. Now we're going to fight this to minimize our casualties here. We're going to keep the army fresh. We might have to move back north to deal with Yuan Shao's early war. And then he would raid that commandery of its wealth. And he made all his way down to Guangling. And then what he did is start spending all the money on Buddhism. He became a convert. I have no idea, you know, for a guy who murdered people and embezzled cash for a living. I don't know how Buddhism spoke to him. It's a relatively new religion in China at the time. It was coming in from the naval trade routes with India. And he spent a ton of money on Buddhism. We're talking about like hundreds of millions to host festivals, build temples, pay people to be monks. And eventually his gig was up in Guangling and he was getting chased away. He went farther south, repeated his gig against Liu Yao's men. And for a time, it worked down south until Liu Yao decided that, you know, this guy is just bad. And then they sent men and killed him. We might get a sally out. Yep. Let's go find some fights. It would be faster and better to kill the vanguard so he doesn't actually get to our front line. Gonna have to do this. Let's just do fire arrows. I think we'll debuff everyone. Oh, we can get a duel with Cao Cao. That we actually want. I think I can handle the tougher target. She can come in and debuff. When Cao Cao pass by, he'll boost both for now. First round of boost. And then we'll get the first round of debuffs to kill them quickly. And then this is an easy kill for whoever finishes their duel first. There we go. Come on back. We're still hitting that doorway, which no longer has troops, so we're going to just alter that target. We'll countercharge whoever comes close. We'll keep it going with this. Range block chance, huh? Cao Cao won first. He has a better weapon. Much better weapon. Trust of God is no joke as a sword. Alright, get away right behind. They're stuck fighting infantry, so they're not there we go. Doesn't want to duel anymore. What about with me? I have low health. I look weak. If he can get done fighting. Alright, they're trying to find good targets, but I don't think they'll make it. Do we need to? Yeah, we just gotta run away our cavalry real quick. Can we duel? We can't? We're gonna just charge him over there. There we go. Can we get a fight? There we go. Also can just stay here and fight. He'll lose some health, but nothing we can't replenish. Ooh, friendly fire, friendly fire. Just fire that. Fire over here. Fire over here. Also can come home. We'll leave the Shadow Runner there. Second round of boost, second round of ability there. Back. There we go, that's done. Archers, now focus fire, nothing. Hit this. Hit this. Cao Cao comes back. Archer, hit the unit that's chasing Cao Cao, please. Alright, we should see an army loss soon. There we go, just waiting for the duel to end. Now we can watch in peace. I mean, with Wisdom River being debuffed here, he's gonna die really fast. We're basically at the hit rate cap. Not 100%, but it's close. There we go. Oh, don't chase into that many towers, but let's quickly end this. Save that cavalry some pain. And then we're going to peace out with the faction because we know he is still fleeing south, and we'll let him flee south. That's what he did historically. Let Liu Yao deal with him. We could hire him and then banish him for cash. Like 1600 if we do that. Instead of 200 here and him liking us. Yeah. I think our lowest satisfaction is, what, 40? So it's fine if we do that to him. More money for us. We need the cash influx. Alright, the build's not terrible. We do want a small city here, but it might be a little expensive. We might want to wait till we potentially hit Marquis. Pretty close now. Get another few administrators. That would really help. Let's see if we can peace out with the guy. Yep, he took a big loss. Willing to peace out here. Perfect. We'll even... Nope, not positive. If it's positive, we do it. He has no land, but he does have his family estate income. Every faction has a base income, so he's going to pay us out of that. Okay, that's done. This army is freed up. We can send it probably towards Yuan, right? We're going to shift him over and then go to war with him and chase him out, which requires manpower. I believe this army is enough to just passively hold in this area until... they're building up quite a force, but this is a decent army. This is going to be fine. We're going to sit here for a turn, pick up 2% more replenishment, and then move over here to defend. As long as they don't build siege weapons, it's not really a big problem for us. We are feeling a little bit diffuse credibility here. There's a few things we can do. I mean, right now we can probably get away with not taxing. Yep. So not going to bleed as much public water elsewhere. This rebellion, we have the army right next to it to take care of it, so that's not a problem. He's still not getting hired. It's very difficult. Oh, Yuan Shu's entire faction. Let's see. Liu Bei's faction spy is probably something we can do if we're thinking about grabbing Guan Yu that way, but I don't think Guan Yu is going to betray Liu Bei at any reasonable satisfaction level, so that's going to be very hard. Yanxian was loyal to Yuan Shu the whole way. Huaxin actually works for us later. This could work, but it's not a must right now. We're gonna try to cut back on our spending until we kind of even out our economy where we can afford these 3 armies comfortably. Yeah, we probably do want to upgrade this. Corruption's starting to creep up elsewhere as well, so we're gotta watch out for that. Getting things to tier 3 might become a thing. Let's focus on the places where we have our administrators, where things are going to be cheap. This is not cheap, actually. We should really look to shift Chen's administrator. So I think the play next turn is actually we move that administrator out and then move it in somewhere else. Yeah, I think that's going to be what we will try to do. But for now, I think we're at a good place. We can end the turn here. Alright, they're making another move. Go for it. Coalition is not what we want. I'm sorry. Don't get the wrong idea. We just want to root you out of Nanyang. Ah, that's interesting. So we'll take care of this first. Artisan, it's not a bad item. 78% capture rate. We're just going to delegate. Fingers crossed. Got her. Execute for the artisan. Thank you very much. We're happy to keep the army on the field for one more turn. That way we fix our public order for one more turn. Get another fight. Potentially they summon another general where we can get another item. Yue Jin's administrator Chen. Yu Jin is the one who's going to get artisan for industry boost in Dong. And then we're going to move Yue Jin to our Grand Commandant for this turn. So we have an open administrator slot. So we can shift him to places like either Luan, Luan, Guangling. Well, they're both missing their port. That's the headache part of this. Alright, we'll look at this. Construction cost decrease, industry income boost. This is great. This is the one we want. Alright, these are not so great. Taran's been sitting around doing nothing. We can change that. The unit experience boost. Not really relevant. Actually, we're just not going to pay. We're just going to get this boost and be done with it. We have the movement one back. They don't need to move this turn, no rush. That's our target in the future. I think we ended our deal with them recently to the point where they're probably not available for another deal. If we could proxy a war with Liu Bei and Yuan Shao, would be really nice, but I don't think we can do that. As in, they don't hate each other enough to do that. We can look to gain enough credibility. I can push this army with the movement boost. To get closer to control. We might have a credibility issue with them. because we recently ended our war with him. But that little bit of credibility should be something we can handle. Alright, we did finish this last time, so now we can think about either... I mean, there's a lot of choices for Cao Cao. We can grab an extra administrator now. We can do some military buildings, because we do need to upgrade our forges in the future if we want to go that route. And then our Twin 10 building needs this to go tier 4 and tier 5. So faction unique building. Our faction unique farms need some of the green upgrades to reach tier 4 and tier 5. And then we also would like tier 4 inns. We would like tier 4 corruption reduction building. I think this is first. If we don't get the corruption reduction building, our economy is going to tank in the mid game, and we can't have that. So we're going to try to get this first. Still the same. He's still not being recruited. This is why it's so hard to send someone out as a spy. You could give them some items, hope they're higher level, hope it's attractive to recruit. Maybe kill off some officers in that faction. That's another way. We can get another easy 15 points by just raising the public order in many of our problem commanderies. Who's the most problematic? Yuan's garrisons, we just put a huge army there, so it should be fine. Snappy's not really our problem. We can easily trade that away. Guangling's more of a faction support issue. Huainan's because we purposely build a tax collection building. It's really Dong, I think, if we want to fix something, but is it so low that we can't use it in Dong? Wait, why can't I target Dong here? It's negative 71. I don't see why we can't use it there. This would also save some money. She probably has our most expensive retinue. We're still going to keep one open. I think it's fine. We're waiting for the administrator shift next turn to build any of the buildings, so we can just wait it out here. These are fine. All units will get recruited +1 rank. She has all 4 ability that gives faction-wide bonus now, so that's great. Not doing anything there. They take care of the rebels, we take care of Kongzhou, and we trade more land with Yuan afterwards. I think we're good. Yeah, things definitely stabilize a bit more. Trade agreements, it's covered. We already picked it up with Yuan for now. Obviously, that's going to have to be switched out later. Like, we could sign this with him. It's money right now. It's all going to be canceled in the same deal, same time frame together in 10 turns. Actually, to not delay any more turns, we might just ask for cash. Right, this way we're on that timer instead of extending it by another turn here. It's definitely a worse deal. We can get more with per turn, I'm sure. Just to verify, 155. Yeah, easily a lot more with per turn. Almost double. But to make sure that we can get into the war that we want to be in, sacrifices have to be made. Alright, let's continue. We really like buying our items. Indecisive Yuan Shao. Exactly what we expected historically, I guess, here. I'm a little concerned about Liu Bao attacking us in Nanyang. See, yeah, technically it's his territory. I can give it to him. But I just want to make sure that we have enough currency. Oh, the rebel just disappeared here. Okay. We have enough currency to secure the trade with... Oh, Guojia, you're working for Liu Biao. No. It's so sad to see. Yeah, if you're really into a pretty historically accurate starting roster and events, the 194 start date is actually much better. But, yeah, we're going to have him as a Simon character. We're not going to use our son out on the field. Because you start out with Xun Yu, and Xun Yu is so key to Cao Cao having all the right characters, both in the game and historically speaking. So she's not actually here. We can't right-click him or her. Wrong button. Yeah, we don't really see anyone that we want to recruit. Unless they have items. That's like the only thing that could sway us. Udra is still here. Ah, we do want to shift him back. Give him a new location. I think, just looking at the incomes, Luan could use some development. Guangling could use a lot of build-up as well. Potential for income there. But Luan's kind of waiting on rank up, so let's do this. Yeah, all these buildings could use the upgrade here. Alright, let them bounce around. At least Liu Bei got Wei Yan. Someone's getting their historical characters. We're gonna take him out here. We actually did it early enough that since it's only a trade deal, there's not a lot of negative to this deal. Let's, we can just delegate this. Low casualty should be fine. Ooh, yes. We get Shouchun. So this triggers within certain time frames. So a lot of the historical character that does get spawned into factions, the checks for them happen within span of certain turns. In this case, you know, 196 summer. It's close enough to when Shouchun joins. And then the game checks for it after battles. So fight. Keep fighting. If you're not fighting during these turns when they're supposed to happen, you might not trigger it. Cao Cao's second bodyguard takes over after Dianwei's death. We're definitely going to have a good time with him as well. He's stronger than Dianwei by a bunch. Weapon damage, abilities. All three of his abilities are really good. It's not even fair. Shouchun's just broken. Alright, we are most likely going to be marching... Huh, that's a good question. Actually, where are we going to go? Because after this trade, we actually complete... Because we can trade 2 territories, and then Yuan Shu will be right where he needs to be. But we can't fight him yet, since we just made so many deals. It's going to be about a 10-year time frame. So we're probably shifting north. I don't want him to wipe out. Right, he's so scared of us right now. He lost his land. We can get a payment here. This is more valuable than wiping him out. That's essentially how we see it. Like, unless you see some really good items that you have a chance to grab. I mean, even if you see a really good item that there's a chance to grab, you can still try to keep him alive like this and look for a future fight. Make sure we do the right territories. We made a pretty big mistake last time with the trade against Liu Bei, so we're trying to give him Gushi so that he can link up to Shouchun. And then we want our land back, technically. I can give him this back as well. Just so that he pays us. Once again, we're probably going to have to ask for cash. Yeah. Which he fortunately has quite a bit, so we can actually get a decent amount here. And then we immediately do another deal.
很高兴见到足下。
And officially puts him in Shouchun. Xinye. Do we take Xinye right away, or do we let... Like, of all these territories, we probably want the farmland back. Slightly more. I can also just take cash and conquer them myself again. Right? I think that's probably better. Pretty much all his cash.
There's
300 left. Alright, so we kind of did it. Gonna be moving our troops out. We're gonna have 2 armies here. We're gonna go to war with him soon. We kept Chen's farmlands. We had the entirety of Chen. Alright, we posture 1 army here. And then we have to keep an army so that they don't attack us. We take this. We keep them here. We want to force them down. Rapid advance. Take this, take that. Hold them here. And then from that army, we can go rescue the Emperor. That's kind of the game plan right now. Meanwhile, they're just kind of in a staring contest. Yeah, I think this is fine. This is probably where we want things. This is a big payment. 1.1. Nope. Okay. We got this building started because we got the minister there. Sappy's farmland, I'm not going to care about too much. Eventually, it might just be given over to the Obey. And then we obviously take it away afterwards. Could do a conversion here. Local replenishment rate is still kind of valuable as we are going to be fighting in this area. It's not expensive. We are pretty loaded. Yeah, we're probably never going to put an administrator there, so that's not really a loss. Same thing here. I don't think we're ever going to put an administrator here, so we might as well start upgrading. Guangning, however, might get an administrator. But it's so far away, and we have so much cash now, so flush with Yuan Shu's money, that we're just going to do those deals. Let's continue. Huh. The concern is getting attacked here in the farm. We're probably going to send farmer boy Shouchun, who was actually a farmer, and Cao Yuan to defend this for us. Just as generals. I think the basic garrison should be plenty. We could convert it to get the military garrison out with better retinues, and they can probably just defend with just sheer general power. Over here, Guandu is stabilized. We have set up Yuan Shu in his historical location. We just have to wreck him elsewhere. Unfortunately, we're supporting him for the next 9 turns, I think. So that's going to happen a bit later. which is fine. Historical timing wise, we're not behind with killing Yuan Shu, so that's totally fine. And we're just going to be slightly behind in terms of saving the Emperor. Supposed to get him next turn. That's obviously not going to happen, just because he never fled, so we have to go to him, which makes things a lot more difficult. We can't afford another army yet. Our economy has bounced back quite a bit, so maybe we will look to get another army, because technically we just need a defensive one. If Liu didn't go to war with us, we could technically just summon an army here to keep an eye on this, and both of these armies can thrust this way, and it'll go a lot faster in wiping out Yuan Shu's territory to the west. It's still something we might consider, because Liu's situation can't be that bad, right? Negative 6.3. We could maybe just pay him off. We have plenty of cash. That way we can hold this defensive plan and then just have them set up the betrayal. We could also take on massive amount of untrustworthiness. It's not impossible. 8 turns. So 7 plus is a 0 turn. So 8 turns. We could wait 8 turns. I don't think that's impossible. In the meantime, we're hoping he assassinates Yuan Shu. Yuan Shu assassinates Liu Chong. And we can look to... Liu Bei is expanding farther north. Liu Bei has too much land. That's one thing we have to be worried about, because Liu Bei dies of old age. Liu Bei has too much land. He can't shift west. So we might punch him down a little bit. That could be an option. Yeah, we'll see what we are going to do. You can see Liu Bei doesn't like us. That's a concern as well. But we're not looking to improve that relationship. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We'll try to pick things back up. Maybe a capture attempt here. Who knows? Maybe we do punch Liu Bei like one time, just so that we can grab Guojia. We definitely want him. So we'll go with that, and see you guys then. Bye!